Hey guys, welcome to SkerpPla. Created in 1983 to sell a shit ton more model kits during the Gunpla craze back then, Mobile Suit Variation offered modelers new versions of familiar classics from the original Gundam anime, basically by slapping a bunch of cool shit on them. We've got classics such as Zaku's with more shit strapped to their legs, Zaku's with no legs, Jims with cannons slapped onto their back, and the star of today's show, the FA-78 Full Armor Gundam. A Gundam with a whole set of cool shit slapped onto it. It's so cool, they've slapped a bunch of cool shit onto Gundams throughout the years to make them full armor. Back in the day, the old full armor had a kit in the 3 major scales. And for about 25 years, that was about it in terms of regular model kits. The full armor Gundam didn't get a proper modern Gunpla kit until this here Master Grade in 2010. Taking a look at the box, we can see some stunning artwork of the Gundam facing off against Johnny Red and Zaku, done by the incredible Tenjin Hidetaka. The sides of the box show off various gimmicks as well as a little spiel about the history of the full armor Gundam. Inside, you'll find 17 runners comprising mostly of the MGX RX-78 version 2.0, with 5 runners making up the aforementioned cool shit you get to slap onto it. You also get this small strip of adhesive tape stuff, which is used to attach on the armor bits, which sounds like it could be a little whack, but hey, maybe it's not so bad. Okay, after a few hours of assembly, we have the first part of the kit. The naked, unarmored RX-78, or no armor Gundam if you will. As I mentioned, this is a straight recolor of the MG Gundam 2.0 from 2008, but he's green for an amazing reason. That reason being the full armor Gundam is green. If you've built the original or one of its many variants, this build will be extremely familiar, but to me, it still hasn't gotten old. While the outer armor is tastefully simple in its details, going for that anime-accurate look, taking off these pieces reveals a gorgeous inner frame, especially with the gunmetal color this version is in. There's no shortage of moving pistons that bring this kit to life in almost a perfect grade level of detail, especially for 2008. Even without the full armor bits, the base Gundam looks great in this army green, with the secondary grayish white and bright orange accents. The colorway is what makes it. As other full armor Gundam kits and figures tend not to have this much green in the unarmored Gundam, making them look not so great. There are some decals included to apply to this portion, but since I won't see any of them after I put the armor on, I didn't bother. As great as it is on its own, we've still got to put armor on this bitch to make him complete. Over 30 individual pieces attach onto the Gundam, with most of them snapping on without a problem. However, since the base Gundam is pretty much unaltered, some armor bits don't have anywhere to snap on. Remember that adhesive strip I mentioned during the unboxing? It's used to attach the chest, side skirts, leg joint covers, and heel pieces, and it's just as jank as you'd expect. It feels a little weird to essentially just tape these pieces on, especially when they just keep falling off. I haven't had any problems with chest and heels, but the side skirts and joint covers just love to fall off, no matter how hard you press them on. It's just so goddamn annoying to deal with, but thankfully there is a pretty simple solution. Blue tack. Just put a little where the provided tape is and those fuckers ain't going anywhere. Blue tack, glue, or any other kind of strongish adhesive is essential for building this kit. Just anything besides the shit they gave you. With that elephant addressed, we can finally appreciate the fully armored Gundam, and my god does it look amazing. The added armor and weapons give it just enough bulk so that it's not a giant immovable brick like most other armored variants are, but still looks like a formidable upgrade of the Gundam, armed with a big ass shoulder cannon, double beam rifle, and extra thrusters to compensate for the armor as well as give an extra boost. Articulation is solid, with each major joint having enough movement to strike some great poses. The only real problem is there's no ab crunch, but that's due to the core fighter in the chest, which of course comes out and transforms, and is also in that nice green and white color scheme the rest of the kit is in. The hands are of course the standard MG 2.0 hands, which have articulated fingers, but the bottom 3 are fused below the top knuckle. They also have this tiny ass tab for holding weapons that works well enough until you touch it. Then it's a massive pain in the ass to get it resituated. None of the armor bits hinder articulation in the slightest, and with the blue tack, no pieces should fall off while posing it. Much of what I said about the aesthetics of the base Gundam applies here. It's a pretty faithful rendition of Kunio Okawara's original design for the full armored Gundam, but with modernized proportions, mainly the slimmer chest. The armor is the same shade of green found on the Gundam, with plenty of bright orange thrusters and details to break up the monotony. Even so, you gotta apply a good chunk of the decals to complete the look. Usually I'm not a big decal guy when it comes to master grades. This suit is decaled to shit in most of its appearances, so of course I had to apply many of the major ones. It just kinda looks boring without them. My only real complaint with them is that the red lining stickers on the skirt, like any thin stickers that go over a curved surface, always pop up and kinda look like shit after a while, so maybe invest in some water slides if you wanna. With all that out of the way, let's talk about the best part of this kit. The accessories and gimmicks. The first thing you're probably going to notice is that big ass shoulder cannon. The 360mm rocket cannon is arguably the most defining feature of the full armor Gundam and is one of the main things that drew me to this kit. It can move up and down and that's it. I mean, what else do you need it to do? It just needs to sit there and look cool, and it does its job well. After that, there's its double beam rifle it holds in its hand. As you can see, it doesn't adopt the traditional handheld design of most beam rifles, instead opting for one that's more integrated into the armor. It's attached to the shield port on the back of the forearm, meaning it's attached to the mobile suit itself, so you don't have to deal with those annoying ass tabs in the hands. The two barrels also fold up for storage. Overall, it's a really cool weapon, but we're still not done. Next up are the beam safety. They're the ones that come standard with the normal RX-78, so they're nothing special. But they're now stored on his ass because of the new backpack. He also has a tiny shield that looks like it does jack shit except for making the arms look a little more symmetrical. Finally, let's take a look at the missile pod. There's a total of 4, 2 on the chest plates and 1 on each of the knees. The panels open up to reveal the bright orange warheads, ready to fire a barrage at incoming Zeon forces. As for non-weapon related gimmicks, it has an opening cockpit and the thrusters on the sides of the legs move a bit. And I think that's about everything this kit has to offer. Compared to the full armor Gundam variants it would inspire, the original is not as flashy, but that's what I love about it. The armor changes the silhouette just enough, while not making it look like a bulky brick or overcomplicating its design, and its weapons are few but well integrated, not having to need to slap a shit ton of weapons all over it. Don't get me wrong, I still love stuff like that, but this kit just has a simple elegance compared to other full armors that I really like, which also makes it much more enjoyable to mess around with it without knocking stuff off. Well, never mind. Still, even that is a pretty simple fix that doesn't ruin the playability of this kit. Overall, despite its massive flaw, I highly recommend this kit for those who have an appreciation for full armor Gundams, MSV suits, or just robots with a shit ton of cool weapons slapped on them. Whatever the reason may be, you can't go wrong with this kit. But beware of that tape shit and get blue tack or something. Anyways, thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you again soon if this next review doesn't kill me.